What's up, everybody? Supersmallchibiwolf, and today I'm going to be talking about a few things in this video of Final Fantasy. This one, because I did, me, if you're used to my channel or new here, I do videos, here and there about like anime reviews, different topics, controversial sometimes, like the Vic Mignogna situation and other stuff. And yeah, and today I'm going to be talking about continuation, a little serious, maybe it's a serious Final Fantasy 7 videos, you know. And yeah, in this video, I'm gonna talk about it specifically the trailer that is of what was the newest one with animation and all that. We get to see more of that, and we go. I'm also going to talk about the music one. What was it? How they were talking about like how they develop new music and etc. So this is going to be this video. So if you're interested in hearing what I had to say about the other videos, then I recommend those videos. I met someone today, well, through PlayStation, and they say, oh man, what videos, this one, and, this and that. So that's why I want to make 100% sure that each video of Final Fantasy is different. So, yeah, just in case you're confused. you know, uh, with that being that, let's continue. The first thing I want to talk about is, oh man, also, if you couldn't tell, it's gonna be spoilers for the game due to the trails. Some people see that as spoilers. So yeah, I guess. So I guess spoilers. So the first thing I want to talk about is I love to see, dude, the Cloud and Tifa design when they were kids. Dude, it's just, man, I love that scene, man. You seeing like a young Cloud and young Tifa, and then they just chilling in that iconic moment of the game, one of the many, iconic moments in the game. In that water tower, I believe it is, and they just it looks cool, man. I really like the design, how they're doing each one. And also, what I do also like is the camera angle of Cloud, upwards. It was a little bit weird, from his chin. I don't know. I just felt a little weird, but hey, it was still good. Um, what I could also say is that within that scene is, oh man, if you didn't know, I'm currently playing the original, going to beat it again. And yo, man, let me say this, man. There's a lot that I hope they don't change, but knowing how remakes are, they are going to kind of change a lot of things that fans love from the original. And I would say this, there's some glitches and some things that kind of take longer to get. For example, Yuffie, the best ninja, my favorite ninja in the Final Fantasy, because I know Final Fantasy is like 20 ninjas or some crazy number like that, I believe, or like what, 5. So yeah, out of all Final Fantasy, Yuffie is the best ninja for me. Like, dude, even today, I was messing around with the game and she like the last one standing in the party of 3. But that's besides the point. Yeah, that iconic scene of Cloud and Tifa, that's one of my favorite scenes so far, man. Besides the one of Sephiroth, that other kind of the other iconic scene where Sephiroth has the fire's burning and then he turns around and he's just looking so cool, man. And in my opinion, Sephiroth is one of the best villains out there in gaming history. And that water scene with the what was it, water tower scene with Cloud and Tifa. I'd say that's one of the best moments in Final Fantasy history, in my opinion. And I've been playing Final Fantasy, and knowing about the series for the longest, So yeah, man, I do enjoy that scene, that how they remade it. And also another thing I would like to say is, the Cloud cause dressing scene. Now, an original, this is the thing I was thinking about, right? Maybe I brought it up in another video of these, but will we be able to, work like the original, like getting each part, like for example, we need to go to this guy to get the rig. We need to go to the other guy to, get the dress. We need to go to, what was it? It was the rig, the dress, and the perfume? No, it wasn't. Oh, shit, what was it? Something else in the original. And is it gonna be like that? Like, do we have to work for it? Because I would love the challenge. I hope they do keep in the challenge because, it's one of those things where, you need to think and you need to, say, oh, I'm gonna go this way. And, it's challenging. It's just somewhat. And the thing I don't want them to do, which I will find boring, and, I understand somewhat, some people might not be, what was it? You know how like some games kind of is like babying people around nowadays with tutorials, they give this and that. So in my opinion, have a different, put that in the easiest mode if you're gonna do that. Don't treat everyone else the same. For like normal mode, hard mode. Me personally, I like playing my games in normal up. You know, like that's me. Normal mode to try it out, see how the game is the first round. Then the second time around, put a hard, and etc. Whatever difficulty setting is there. Now, me personally, I would say also this. I do hope that they don't mess this part up, and we actually get to see like the original. Go get the rig, go get that, and see every details from from the shop guy or what was it other stuff around in that area, and I think that would be pretty cool. And I think I don't know because I had this feeling, I was like, hmm, will they mess this up? Like, you make the game like too easy and a little bit handling. What was it like? Oh, I'm just going to hand you this. Is you don't need to work for it or anything. You know what I mean? That's the thing I don't want this game to be. And yeah, another thing I want to say is how materials handled. Because I know some, how like sometimes games release and then it's like overpowered weapon or too weak certain weapons, and then it's like you need to nerf and this and that and that. In my opinion, it shouldn't be that overpowered, but it should be depending which one. Depending which one, it should be uh, more, powerful than the other ones. In my opinion, and then there should be like the least powerful ones, but the middle ones make it powerful. The middle ones, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking about like fire, ice, like and that those materials is the tool that I enjoy using for like cloud and Tifa. Mostly fire, yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, with that, let's move on to the next thing. Um, now, oh, this is a good one. Now, I enjoy the game Final Fantasy, the City of NT, and I heard, you know, what was it? I've always thought, about that game, like what characters could be there, and I understand, Tifa is revealed like what over a year ago for that game, and which is kind of sucks due to, what was it, Tifa, because that game at launch it had a lot of people, and last time I checked, it kind of was dead. The game, which is sad, So in my opinion, we already know they're gonna make changes in the game and this and that. So in my opinion, if you're gonna, and also the DLC Chocobo, pre-order Chocobo shit, you know, which as you can tell, I'm not into that stuff. Pre-order and you get this, or like either put it in the game or just don't add it at all. In my opinion, like why does someone need a pre-order to get it? You know what I mean? It's kind of no, I don't like that at all. You know, man, it should have been unlockable. Pre-order bonuses. People should have just got the what was it, steel book cover or whatever. You know, so that's the thing that kind of pisses me off. That pre-order chocobo thing or whatever. You know, but hey, moving on from that. I hope there's an because this is like a remake. The game's going to be different and all that. So besides the story mode, and besides obviously we're going to have the what was it that arcade mode or the fun world, right? I would like them to have like a city or NT mode where we get to play online with other people and fight using cloud, Yuffie, Tifa, and depending where you are on the map, I mean in the game, characters could be unlocked. Like for example, you can't get Vincent, if you beat the game and you didn't unlock him. You have to beat the game again. Get us to beat the game again. Make it play value. You know what I mean? Make us want to play the game again to unlock Vincent. Make us play the game. Make us play the game again to unlock someone like Yuffie, which I already know I'm going to unlock. That's going to be number one character I unlock. Man, dude, Yuffie, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, the best moments in Final Fantasy VII has to do with Yuffie. A lot of them, yeah. But besides that, yeah, man, I think that will really. I think, to be honest, a lot of people in the community would also love that. Have a game mode like that to have. You just to come back and play it over and over. And yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like, oh, the story. We just beat the story and done. No, obviously we're gonna be playing this game, be enjoying this game as long as it's good and not, how some games are. So as long as it's a good game, I think having another mode wouldn't hurt the game. If anything, it would make it even better. And due to the having changes already, and due to this game already, compared to the original having changes, and due to this game being a remake, I don't think a lot of people will mind or be mad about that fact if it has an online mode where you get to fight using different characters within the game, or well, online chocobo races, or and I'm talking about online chocobo races, not like, oh, how Super Mario Odyssey has it where you just have a score. You know what I mean? That's the thing I would not like. So, yeah, and also playing online, what was it, the mini games against other people online would be cool as well. But yeah, man, that's another thing. Now, the next thing I want to be talking about is um, now there's a lot of, maybe I brought this up in the past about like the black fog and the dust following air and all that. So the thing about it is, we all know, we saw the commercial, the trailer where, Aerith touches Cloud and he ends up seeing the fog and this dark black cloud stuff following her around and all that stuff. In my opinion, look, I have no issue with having, popping up, like the original game, right? When you walk around the grass, an enemy pops up and you fight them, right? And you level up. Now, that I don't have issue with. In the original game, it's cool, it's fun, you get to level up. But what I imagine it being, how, with the fog and all that, is imagine it just basically following you in random places where, and then it just pops up wherever, and then it just spams, over and over enemies. You finish one side, and then you walk, and then boom, another side, and then it's just enemy after enemy, and then it gets to the point where it's a little bit annoying, or straight up annoying, 100%. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm trying to play the game story. I'm trying to go on with the story. Why am I keep on spending a lot of money on potions and materia? I want to buy a materia for this character, but I can't because I'm keep on buying potions to revive this other character. You know what I mean? So hopefully the black fog isn't like spammy and annoying shit. You know what I mean? So that's the thing I want to bring up. Next thing I want to say is, oh, that what was it? XXX and the three X's. Tiger, man. Man, he looks cool. Let me just say this. Now, I remember in the original game, this one scene, right, where was it the doctor, whatever his name, tries to mate him with Aerith, and then it ends up, later on in the game, he's just chilling on the beach. So, in my opinion, he looks cool, that character. He looks pretty cool, and I think, with the fire in the tail, I never noticed that. Was it really fire in the tail always? Maybe I forgot. But yeah, man, he looks pretty cool. Let me just say this. Besides looking cool, I'd say, I remember seeing a little bit of the Final Fantasy, no, Final Fantasy Advent Children from the early 2000s movie. What was it? Clip. Like, I watched the movie in the past, but I remember seeing a clip of it recently, and comparing that one, the new one, and that one, I'd say, the new one is cool and all. It's nice, but I prefer a little bit more of the original Advent Children look, because now, it's kind of like, not everything looking too realistic is cool in my opinion. And he kind of fits that, a little. So, yeah. And if he's going to look like that, then you know that, what was his name? What's that character's name that's all pink and all white and tall? I don't use the character. I unlocked him currently, have him, but I don't use him. Like he's okay, you know. So yeah, how's that character gonna look? Holy shit! So yeah, that's all the stuff I was thinking about within while watching the new trailer and seeing the possibilities of how different characters will look. Now, in my opinion, man, if Tifa's gonna look like that and if Everett's gonna look like that, then Yuffie's gonna be the best looking one. But hey, besides that, moving on. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, oh man, let me say this. One thing I could say about these trailers, if you really look through all of them as one, you know, the live action one, the trailers from like the since the beginning, what I could say is they kind of really do put a lot into this game. It really does look like they kind of have a passion for this game, which might turn out to be like, you know how like what was it, 15 was like DLC, and I heard a lot of bad things. Like for example, oh, the game was what was glitchy at launch. I buy the game at launch, and what I could say about what I remember of it, because I didn't play a lot of it, I ended up selling the game. I wasn't really that huge into it. Is that every time I try to, what was it, do something, it was just, you needed a car, you needed something. And I hope they don't have some annoying shit like that, you know, like a new future, here you go, boom, like a Mario Party game. Then, hell no. So hopefully in this game, we don't have random shit like that. You have to, it's like mandatory or something, you know. So that's the thing I would like them not to do, because we've seen over and over within even Square Enix games, we've seen them do something similar to that of Final Fantasy 15, where you have a car, you know. So that's the thing I wanted to bring up. So as long as they don't have that, I am good. And also, let me just say this also. Maybe, you know, like, don't get me wrong, it would be cool to walk around, you know, the world, but uh, I don't know, depending. If the game is too long, like, you know how, like, in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example, you know, Link is basically running and jumping into salmon and all that. Now, um, is the motorcycle going to be available 100%? Because if so, then, like, it's going to be okay, in my opinion. That's an okay thing. But I would like to, what was it, not be available 100%, be walking and around, adventuring the world, and, you know, doing fighting enemies, leveling up. That's how I want the game to be, you know. So that's another thing I was thinking about. So with that being that, I think that's all my stuff I had to say from the original. I mean, from the newest trills. With that being that, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think about it. You know, what you think about, what was his name, the Tiger Red 13, or his new design, and all of that. With that being that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye.